Welcome back to Watkins Glen International. They're the top 15 as we have completed 29 of the 90 laps that make up this road course race here at the Glen. There come the leaders into turn number 1 again, and Gordon and Dallenbach are together.
Wally taking a look underneath. Gordon goes off the outside of the course, gets passed by both Dallenbach and Rusty Wallace.
Tell you what, he was fortunate there, wasn't he, Dorsey? He didn't get in that grass and spin.
Well, you're not kidding. If you get a wheel in that grass, it just takes off on you. And he was right on top of those bumps there. It was real close.
He had just been passed by Ernie Irvan about a half a lap ago. And here is how that happened. And again, it's as they break going into turn 10.
Turn 10, that seems to be a favorite place to pass today for all these cars. Ernie gets alongside, makes the pass. Wally took a look, but Geoff closed that hole before Wally could get by there.
And then as they came to Dorsey down in turn number 1, we had Dallenbach and Rusty getting around as Geoff got off on the rumble strips.
Boy, that was close. He's in the grass with the outside wheels, and that grass is still wet from last night's rain. So something else. Good battle for second going on right now. Here's Dale Earnhardt. Right behind him, Ernie Irvan. He's the most aggressive guy on the track right now.
There's a 4 cars separating first and second. That's Hut Strickland.
Here comes Ernie on the inside, Dorsey.
Yep, he's got the position on the inside. There's not much else to do with that. He's going to give it to him. Now watch Dale. He's trying to turn back underneath. Almost made contact there. He was trying to cut back behind Ernie and get the run going down to turn 2, but it wasn't to be on that lap.
There are your 2 points contenders there running second and third, Irvan and Earnhardt. 27-point separation between the two as they came into this 20th race of the 94 schedule.
Well, we'll see if Ernie is able, now that he's got into second place and around Earnhardt, what he can do with Mark Martin. Mark can build himself up a pretty good lead, but it looks like Ernie is already cutting into it a little bit. He certainly is pulling away from Dale Earnhardt as they go through the turn here.
It'd be hard to think that Mark could run all day without his alternator working properly with all the coolers and everything they have to run on the road course. There's Ricky Rudd trying to make a move on the inside of Terry Labonte. He does that.
He pulled out to pass Hut Strickland and just took advantage to pass Terry at the same time. So there were 29 cars on the lead lap as we're just about 1/3 of the way through this event.
Joe Nemechek, the Meineke, just got muffler car, and this guy started where? 23rd, he's running 11th?
Yes. Very good movement by Joe Nemechek.
And they installed a new engine in that car this morning. They checked it out this morning, discovered that they might have a problem, so Waddell Wilson, Doug Reichert, the crew, put a new engine in, and looks like it's running okay.
And there is Todd Bodine, and he started 24th and is now 10th.
Hey.
Yeah, he's having a great run. He passed his brother Brett Bodine in this turn 4 or 5 laps ago. Got on the inside out. They raced cleanly through 2 or 3 turns before Todd finally got on around Brett, but he is on the move.
And that car running right there ahead of Brett. He's been in the pits, Ben.
He has been in the pits. The car hung in 3rd gear. He had to come in the pits. The crew jumped under and got it out of gear, but right now he is a lap down.
In 30th position. Bodine, Todd Bodine, right behind him. And by the way, this is where Todd made his Winston Cup debut last year. Said he didn't have to attend the rookie meeting for the first time.
That's exactly right. He was talking about that on Friday. Uh-oh, here we go.
Hey. Wally Dallenbach, he's underneath Earnhardt in the brake zone down here in turn 1. Makes that pass, gets loose on the exit. Now watch him go up through turn 2. I think Dale will just let him go, though.
So Wally moves back to 3rd position now behind Irvan and Martin. Earnhardt is 4th. And Rusty Wallace, with whom we ride, is 5th.
We'll take a look at how he passed. The setup coming off of turn 10 up there. He's got the run. You've seen Wally already pop out, making his intentions clear. He'll run alongside Earnhardt there and just bring him real deep into this brake zone. Dale sees him. He can't turn in as long as Wally's there, so they break deep and turn in. Wally's going to get loose on the exit here, but does a good job of collecting the car. See, the car broke.
Oh, yeah. Rear end really got loose on him. Rusty Wallace may be the next to attempt to pass on Dale Earnhardt. Rusty's been moving up well. There he is right behind Dale.
Looks like Earnhardt's having problems in the S's. As they leave turn 1, Dorsey Schrader's position, and go up the S's up that hill. It looks like that's where the cars are beating Earnhardt just a little bit.
Well, we saw him do that with Mark Martin. It looks like the car's too tight and it doesn't want to turn. He's pushing at the bottom there, and that gets you too close on the inside. You got to give up.
There's the interval leaderboard showing you there is a 4.3-second interval between first and fifth, with about a second and a half separating first and second.
Here's the spot I was talking about. Looks like as Earnhardt goes up that hill, he's just not able to keep up with some of those cars. Looks like he did a good job with Rusty Wallace there.
Yeah, it didn't push out too bad on him that time, but if you get wide at the bottom, there's not much you can do but give up the throttle, go up that hill, and get back on line.
He goes to the McDonald's loop. Pretty picture, isn't it, Ned?
Yes, it is a beautiful picture. I'll tell you, it's nice to see them come through here at the speed that they're able to go through that thing, Benny. I'm surprised that, I guess the good tires that they have on there and the way they got their chassis set up, they're able to go through there a lot faster than I ever thought they could when they put that loop in.
And Rush is like a gunslinger getting ready. See him getting that arm ready to shift those gears. Slowing that wheel a little bit. Now he's back to the right. Guys, I'm telling you, this is so much fun.
Here's Dave Marcus running with Geoff Bodine, and Marcus is doing all right. He is, let's see, he is in 27th position. Here's John Kernan.
Bob, Geoff Bodine's been having a problem. They've been trying to get sorted out on the racetrack the last few laps. First, they thought it could be tires. They weren't quite sure. Geoff just radioed back, said the car's not right. Something's not right. Now they've determined that he's got a brake problem. Apparently, the brakes were not stopping the car enough for Geoff to get into the turn the way he would like. So that means he's going to have to let up on the gas a little bit earlier, and that's going to slow him down.
Yeah, we can see he slowed down considerably because he has been a car to be reckoned with the last month or so, and right now he is back in about 28th spot.
He was one of 6 drivers to start the race on Hoosier tires. The others, Rick Mast, Jeff Burton, Ward Burton, Greg Saxon, P.J. Jones. The lead continues to be held by Mark Martin. There is a 1.8-second interval between Mark and Ernie Irvan here in second.
There's Ernie Irvan, Mark Martin. You know, as we watch Mark Martin lead this race, he's got the young man up in Lucasville, Ohio, Charles Blake. This might be his best day he's had in about 3 weeks. He and 4 other guys were going to Talladega to see the Die Hard 500. The plane crashed, and all the other guys in the airplane were killed. And Charles, the only survivor. He's a big Mark Martin fan. And Charles, keep fighting, man.
Waiting for the whole field to go by so you can see where your driver is running. Here comes Harry Gant after Brett Bodine.
And Bob, Geoff Bodine is coming through this turn very slow. He might have a flat tire.
Something might have just happened.
Nemechek just locked the brakes up going down the corner, didn't you, Dorsey?
Yeah, he got down here, locked the brakes up, got the car a little bit sideways. Probably got in neutral and didn't get a gear and looked like he was slow coming out of here, but he's rolling good again now. Yeah, here you see he's locked up there. He gets off the brake, gets out there on the bumps. Right there he's in neutral. He doesn't have the car in gear, and he'll catch a gear here and get going in a minute.
Trailing those 2 is Harry Gant, who has moved from 25th to 13th, and there is Geoff Bodine coming into the pits where John Kernan is stationed.
Bob, it'll be a 4-tire change for Geoff Bodine. Apparently a flat tire. I believe they originally said right front, but right front looks okay. The left front looks all right. They will change left side first, right side now going on. There was some contact with someone out on the course. Geoff Bodine, a little bit of a dent above the fender on the right front fender. Now they'll get the tires on, and yes, it was the right front. It wasn't flat completely, but now they're going to look under the car to check the brake lines, apparently. Remember we told you they thought they had a brake problem? Now they're looking under different parts of the car just to check and make sure everything is okay. So far, one crewman shakes his head. Paul Andrews on his hands and knees. Apparently, they don't see anything yet.
Well, the Geoff Bodine pulls back out of the racetrack, and in turn 1, Dorsey, is there a problem down there?
Well, nobody's spun yet, but I think there's oil at the exit here. The last All the lead cars have come into this corner, and at the exit, the tails have gone out on all of them, out onto that curbing we saw before. So I'm thinking there could be some oil down here. We'll keep an eye on it.
As we watch Geoff Bodine leave the pits, I'll tell you, the late speed, remember, he didn't stop that last caution flag. He's now in the pits changing tires.
He led this race for a couple of laps, but now is into the pits for his second stop of the day. And he falls back to 16th position.
And he's a lap down. Mark Martin goes by and puts him a lap down.
Mark Martin leads over Ernie Irvan, Wally Dallenbach, and Dale Earnhardt.